Through the shadows where the drudge cry, blood and battle pave the street side. In the gallows all the hope dies. Death and sorrow even crooks hide. Pick up your sword, fight for what's yours. No one needs to be around for you to be a hero now. So fight for your name, die for your legacy, write your own fate, live for eternity. When it all fades, you'll still be standing there knowing your name went down in history. When the sky caves on tomorrow and you're bleeding blood that's borrowed, pick up your sword, fight for what's yours. No one needs to be around for you to be a hero now. So fight for your name, die for your legacy, write your own fate, live for eternity. When it all fades, you'll still be standing there knowing your name went down in history.
What is up? What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Beer League. There goes an ad. Season 6. And we are on week 7. This is a watch party, so this is not live. But here we are. Wow, already at week 7. It's crazy how quickly this thing goes, huh? So yeah, here we go. We got KDA versus Bad. Right below me, you got the player of the week. You just got slapped, absolutely slapping people last week in week 6 of the Beer League. Running it down, coming out tonight, by the way, right after this stream. So look out for that as well, and you'll see the week 7, which is the series where this series was played in. The player of the week there. So let's see, what do we got? 13 weeks. So we're past the halfway point at this point. So yeah, let's get into it though. Haven't watched this series, don't even know what happened. So always like to watch party things that I don't know what happened, because it does become a little less, interesting if you already know what's going to happen. It's a little bit harder to cast. So decided to do it before I did the running it down, because I was going to look at it anyway. So why not just cast it? Am I right? So here we go. Let's switch over and let's get into it. All right, here we go. Well, the series is not 1-1. Let's change some of this stuff up. So we got Bad on the blue side for game 1, and KDA on the red side. Personally, I've been liking red side a little bit more recently. I just like to see kind of what the meta of the series is going to be, and then kind of just react to it, and just play off of it. Because you always see every series has 1 or 2 champs that both teams want to play. So it's always nice. And also just having 1-2 right back to back is always nice. So personally, I've been a fan of red recently. So let's go through bans really quick. So we got Caitlyn, Morgana, and Victor. Victor going against Con Artist. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Con Artist, yeah. And then Caitlyn, Morgana going against KDA's powerful bot lane. Both of them have won Player of the Week in the Beer League so far. And then on the right side, you got Silas, Scion, and Lulu banned out. Silas going against Parzival, and then Scion is Mr. Cookie's One Trick. So, and then Lulu, also a pretty popular pick for bad from Ulysses, I believe. So, yeah, that's kind of the rundown of those bands. Then we get into it. Aurelion Sol, first pick. Have seen it go top lane in the beer league already, so could be a flex, but usually mid lane. But very, very powerful champion, very strong. Then we're gonna follow it up with a Mumu Taric, both really good team fight AOE type champions. AOE as in Taric's ult, AOE, and then clearly a Mumu's ult. But yeah, a lot of lockdown there. Each of them have a stun, so that's good. Then they're gonna pick up the Seraphine Ezreal. Seraphine pretty consistently in 5v5. Teams play, tournament play, whatever you want to call it. Just really consistent, really nice ult that can change a game, really. And then Ezreal, not as popular recently, so it'll be interesting to see what type of build he goes. But he was a popular pick, last season for sure, but not as much this season. And then they're going to finish it off with Vayne, which is a similar situation. Not really in the meta right now, but can still be good situationally. Which is, I feel like it's good. I feel like it's not bad right here. So I don't think it's amazing just based off what they have, but I don't think it's like terrible or anything. So then Bad's going to band out Yone and then miss a ban, which I assume is either they actually missed it or they had a sub. Not sure. And then KDA is going to finish it off with a Set and a Mordekaiser, really coming after Mr. Cookie's champ pool there. Well, I guess those both could be junglers, though, too. Set and Mordekaiser have seen a bit of jungle play as of late. So then they're going to pick up Malphite for the top side for Elias. And then they're going to pick up Garen and Trundle, which both... Well, no, I was going to say they could be a flex, but now Garen's definitely going top. So Garen's going top to Malphite. He's picking it into it, so you're going to assume that that's a pretty good matchup for Garen, or else why would you pick it? And then Trundle, I feel like he can be really hit or miss. Really, this game, he doesn't have too much tank. I mean, Tark kind of tanky. Amumu, depending on how he builds, can be tanky. But then Malphite's really the only tank that he can steal stats from. But Trundle's all right. I'm not in love with him. A lot of off-meta picks in this draft already. I really feel like the only on-meta draft, just looking at all 10 champions, is Aurelion Sol. And maybe, Seraphine, I guess I would consider meta. And then maybe a Mumu, but not really. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the rundown. Lissandra's going to be picked up for Con Artist on the side of KDA, and that's going to be rounded out. Just looking at the drafts, hard to say, honestly. KDA has the team comp that always looks good, the 5v5. You always want to pick that because it's just super easy. All right, Mumu goes in, Lissandra, everyone just goes in, let Vayne, tank up some damage through Tarkle, and then just kind of, plow him over. But Bad definitely has some good snowballing, lanes. So I feel like it's going to rely a lot on Trundle and his ganking ability to get, either Garen or Ezreal ahead. Aurelion Sol, he's going to farm anyways. So, I mean, it's nice to get him ahead, but it's definitely not a lane I think I would be prioritizing, especially with Lissandra. Kind of hard to kill that champion. So if I was Trundle, I would be focused on bot side or top side. Especially bot side pre-6. Same with top side. So, yeah, that's kind of my rundown. I would say KDA is, I just based off comp, I hate to go with, it's a good, but it is a good comp. It's just go in. They have super simple. I feel like Bad's kind of split push, play from range, but then I feel like Trundle doesn't really fit well into that. I feel like the top 3 are doing their thing, and then the bottom 2 are doing kind of their thing on Bad. So, yeah, I guess we'll see. So let's hop right into game. No time to waste. Should we do intros? I think we should. No one does intros, so we gotta do it for the viewers. Yeah. Let's see. Let me pull this up.
You count as.
Oh, that's loud. It's loud for me, so I can't imagine what it was for you guys. Also, that's another thing. When I stream, I like to make it loud because you can always turn down the volume, but I hate, some people stream a little bit lower on volume, and it's well, you can't turn it up. There is only a limit. So If I'm coming through loud, just turn down your volume is what I would say, because, you know, we want everyone to hear. So it's another little tip. But yeah, here we go. Let's introduce the players.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Ladies and gentlemen, Week 7, KDA versus Bad. Starting on the blue side, Bad. On the top side, you got Mr. Cookie YT on the Garen. And then in the jungle, you got Little Ducky on the Trundle. In the mid lane, you have Parzival 13 on Aurelion Soul. And in the bot lane, you got the team captain Funky Goob on Ezreal. And then the sub for today, Sarah Dot Waves. I wonder who she's playing. She's playing Seraphine, probably her one trick. And on the right side, you have KDA, one of the top teams so far this season. Starting the top side, Commissioner, Captain. No, not Captain, just Commissioner, that's right. Elias on the Malphite. Then the Captain, Dark Tavion on Amumu. And in the mid lane, returning Beer League winner, Con Artist on Lissandra. And in the bot lane, rounding it out with one of the best bot lanes thus far this season, both Player of the Week winners in ADC, Nectarish on the Vayne, and finally a long-time Beer League veteran, Rowdy Man on Targ. Let's get it. Best bot laners. Hey, it could. I don't know, man. I feel like you could argue it. I feel like you could argue it. Hey, no other bot lane has gotten 2 player of the weeks. Just putting that out there. So, all right, let's see what happens here. We got 2 awards going down in the pixels. Aurelion Soul pulling in a Mumu. All right, I'm gonna turn up my volume really quick. Hello, 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 hello. All right, we go up, we go up, we go up, we go up. Hello, hello, hello. That could be a little bit too loud though, honestly. Hello, hello. There you go. All right, that's good. All right, cool. Yeah, so nothing crazy early game. Got a couple, wards coming out. Only Trundle did back for the sweeper. Mumu decided not to and didn't put down a ward either. Fair enough. I would advise putting down a ward always at jungle, just back and getting that sweeper. But sometimes it is nice having awards though. Don't get me wrong. So Moom's gonna start top side, Trundle's gonna start bottom, which is fair. But this, to me, this means that Trundle's gonna camp top side. So hopefully Garen doesn't push too much this game, so he can set it up well. But in the bot side, they are going to be not leashing, which seems to be KDA's trend. I don't think they ever leash bot side. They like to get that early, wave control. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this goes, though. See what Trundle decides to do. Amumu can really gank any of these lanes, I feel. Maybe Aurelion Soul's a difficult one, but because he has 2 bandages, even if he does start falling away, he can just bandage him down. And I mean, Aurelion Soul's flying, in a straight direction, so it can't be too hard to hit a Q, right? You just got to make sure you're in range. Both junglers on the same pace cleared their bot side and top side jungles respectively, and are on to the next side of their jungle. No ganks yet, so it looks like probably both these junglers are just gonna full clear, and then we'll see what happens from there. Mumu actually really good at full clearing, also just fighting. Mumu just way better than a lot of people think, I feel. Like, he does have Conqueror too. I mean, Darktavian could easily 1v1. Maybe not. I don't know. Trundle's a tough one, but I feel like he could maybe 1v1 the Trundle. It's just early on. It's just you have 2 stuns, which are like 3 seconds combined, I believe. That's a lot of time for someone to be stunned up and not be able to attack back. So it's very easy to win 1v1s. So Sarah.waves is the sub, by the way. And, you know, it makes sense that she's playing Seraphine. Sarah Dot. And if I believe right, I mean, most of these people in this game are IRL friends, which is also cool. I believe all of Bad is. And then I believe all of KDA is. At least for the most. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they all are. So that's pretty cool. It's always fun to see that. I think we have quite a bit of... Oh, nice flash by Taric. And Seraphine's very far up in the lane. A beautiful flash by Amumu. And that's going to be a kill going down to KDA. First blood. And, oh, the bandage almost hits. Very close. Very, very close. Also, tell me if my mic is too loud. I feel like it might be clipping a little bit. Gank top side for Malphite. Very nicely done, though. That was a nice flash. Yeah, it definitely is clipping. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. But yeah, nice flash by... there you go. Yeah, nice flash by Rowdy Fan, though. I mean, set it up. Seraphine's just way too far up in lane to where... I mean, even she did flash, and it just didn't get her anywhere. I mean, you know, great setup for the Amumu gank. And yet again, no surprise. KDA's bot lane ahead. Garen going in, but he's actually really low here. I think this... Well, Malphite doesn't have any mana, though, so he should be pretty fine here. Now, if Malphite does get mana, that's like a Q and then a flash. He does have mana now. He could Q and flash or QE, and he will, and he is going to die here, most likely. Hello, spectator? Surely. No, he gets out. Oh, no, surely he doesn't come back in, though, right? He does go back in, and he... Oh, my goodness. Garen is limit testing and knows the champion very well because he has no fear. Wow, that was actually crazy. All right. I was really thinking he would just die there as soon as, you know, Dakota flashed on him. Or Laius. So pretty even, though, still. You know, you got 1k gold lead off of the kill, but other than that, I mean, got a slight CS lead top, about a 10 minions, and then, you know, CS everywhere else is pretty much even, so it's really just the kill. So, you know, that's pretty, I mean, that can swing really, really quickly, so. Nice poke coming out from Bad. Getting ready to crash this wave. Which here is, you know, where you'd like to see Trundle, you know, pathing top, I believe, what he was just bought. And, like, you know, if you see a big wave like this as a jungler, for me, I'm like, hey, guys, you know, I see you got a big wave. Let's crash it. And then let's get on, you know, on Dragon. So at this point, you know, I'm like, you know, probably like a minute before that ever happens. I'm like, hey, mid lane, push up. Hey, bot lane. Because, I mean, at this point, right, you have this massive wave. They can't get, you know, they can't go to Dragon. I mean, that was like literally like 2 or 3 waves stacked up. And then you get a Aurelion Soul to push too. Then Lissandra can't roam. And then, you know, then it's a Mumu versus 3 at least. So I feel like that's kind of a miscue there by Bad. I feel like with that wave, they should have been able to get the first Dragon. But either way, though. Oh, okay. Ult in from Malphite. I don't know if he's going to have enough damage. He will. Yeah, he's dead. Very nice. Both times I was wrong, just in opposite directions. But Mumu up here is taking down the Dragon, and it doesn't seem like they know. So, and Trundle is going to continue to farm. And I don't really understand. Trundle's ganked once topside, but other than that, hasn't ganked much. You know, Trundle's decent late game, but he's definitely not a scaling champion. So you would like to see him, you know, pick up an early Dragon or at least gank a couple more times. Especially with this top lane. Malphite's been, you know, pushed in quite a bit already. And Mumu's mid. Let's see if they try to attempt a tower dive. They will, and beautifully land, and he's dead. Man, that is a satisfying Mumu Q. And here we go. Here's a gank. Now KDA's bot lane is pushed up. Oh, beautiful pillar. And they're going to be pushed away. Taric does not have flash, and he will go down. There you go. Bad trades back a kill, but they are already down about 2k gold from the 3 kills on the side of KDA. Now Mumu just taking over all the objectives as he's picking up the Rift Herald, which, you know, Direct-to-Cam never likes to show us for some reason. But I'll show you. Don't worry. So he'll pick that up. And it looks like Bad's going to get a tower plate here. Should be able to. It's like 2 more auto attacks. See if they grab it or not. And they will. Nice. Very nice. Let's look at individual gold leads really quick. So top lane, you got a 500 gold lead for Malphite after getting that kill. And then jungle, you got about a 600 gold lead as well for KDA. As Mumu's been kind of, you know, picking up kills here and there. As well as a little bit of a farm lead. And then in the mid lane, you got pretty even, but still a 400 gold lead, even despite the CS, but it's just because of the kill again. And here comes an engage, and Mumu lands it. Ooh, nice flash out by Aurelion Sol. And a nice ult, too. Oh, very beautifully done by Parzival. Gets a ton of damage off. And, oh, nice. Nice flash, but I don't know if they're going to have enough damage as a Mumu. Yeah, Mumu's going to take him down. And it is going to be 2 kills going over for KDA. Ooh. Yeah, the flash looked good at first, but then as soon as Lissandra, I believe she ulted, it was just over. Anyways, continuing with it's about 400 gold lead pretty much everywhere, at least for KDA in every lane. So they're kind of just, they have slight leads in all the lanes, and now they are cracking open a pretty big gold lead here at 3.5k already. Only 10 minutes into the game. I mean, that's a huge gold lead. So some mythic items already coming in for the side of KDA. Only 10 minutes in. A Everfrost comes in for Lissandra. And Mumu must be pretty close. Yeah, he has 2,000 gold in his bank. He'll get it as well here in a second. And a gank coming top. A Ghost is used by Garen. Malphite does have ult, and he will just ult out. And that will be the end of that. I feel like the Trundle really failed his team here. I feel like he should have been focusing on more ganks, to be honest. Yet again, Trundle is decent late game, but he's not a late game champion. And considering, you know, what KDA's team comp is, I feel like you just have to win early game in this game. Like, you have to kill the Vayne, or you have to get like Garen really far ahead to where you can split push, something. But you know, just allowing them to farm up. Like, even if this game was 0-0 and you know they were just farming, it would always be in favor of KDA. So it was Bad's, you know, responsibility to get a lead early. Wow, that Lissandra damages a lot, and she does have the Everfrost, but will it be enough? It's going to be close. 2 more auto attacks. Oh, misses, and Lissandra might be in trouble here. She's probably going to get run down. No, wait, Mumu's on the way. This could be a bait. Oh, nope. Trundle reads it. Very nicely done by him. Lissandra actually goes back in. Gets some nice damage. Oh, both people are 1 HP. Mumu misses the bandage just barely. And that will be it. And Mumu did pick up... Oh, never mind. A beautiful ult. A flash and a heal from Vayne. A flash from Ezreal. Vayne gets the Taric ult to save him for now. But that is 3 sums on the side of KDA and only 2 on the side of Bad. Jockshow is picked up for Mumu. And... We're Out of Ages is picked up for Aurelion Sol. Nothing else yet. Does Garen still go Stridebreaker? Looks like what he's getting. Honestly, I forgot that item was still an item. I feel like no champion goes it right now. Man, it's good on Garen, but just you don't see it very often on any other champion, so forget about it. Mumu is on the, or KDA as a whole is just going to start up the second dragon. They do have vision of it. This is what, and they will go ahead and contest this. It looks like the smite is going to come down in a very nice smite, and that will go over to the side of KDA. But will they be able to get out? No, Amumu will not, but will everyone else? Lysandra looks like everyone else is going to get out, yeah. And Malphite, meanwhile, going top lane and should be able to get this whole entire tower because no one's going to get back in time there. So, honestly, not a bad trade. Not a bad trade at all. Gets the, their second dragon, continues the stacking, and only loses one while they get a whole turret top lane. So the gold lead is going to go out to a massive 6K gold lead, only at 13 minutes in. I mean, this is getting a little out of hand now. That's a very, very large gold lead. That's two whole entire items in theory. Surprisingly, though, okay, yeah, I was about to say, well, still though, surprisingly, that bot lane doesn't have a mythic for KDA, but Sunfire, excuse me. Sunfire is picked up for Malphite in the top lane after getting that turret. He's got plenty of gold, so we'll see what happens there. I'm surprised that they're not sitting Vayne and Tarek mid and just sitting, I guess that's fair, actually. I don't know. I would say sending Malphite bot, but he's not really much of a split pusher, so as long as he can keep pressure up there and just roam, it'll be fine. Couple numbers top for bad. See, and the thing is, like, Trundle's gained so much less, and she has the same amount of deaths, but yet he has, like, even if he, yeah, whatever, like, they have more kills, but he still has less farm, too. And that's the thing, Amumu's really good at farming, so it's like, even if you are trying to play this, I don't know, it's just, I feel like it was misplayed. Divine Sunderer also picked up for Trundle, which is, that's a good item, especially against this team. They do got some tanks. Especially since Amumu decided to go Jock Show, and Malphite might be in trouble here. He does have ult to get out, and he's going to go over the wall. Oh, no. Misses it over the wall. He's going to get pulled back. Oh, man. I was surprised Lysandra didn't take that, but Malphite will pick up Garen, and this looks like it will be a situation where they need to run a flash and flash bomb both mid laners and a cleanse, another flash, so 3 flashes blown there. Actually 4 if you're including Malphite. And another Seraphine ult. Here comes the Tark ult. Can they get him down before? Yes, they can. Beautifully done. And now they can chase down Vayne. They might be able to pick him up as well, depending on... Nope. A little bit too quick. Very nice, though. Bad spot lane is playing, honestly, really well against one of the better bot lanes in the league. So, props to them. Oh, nice Trundle. Oh, pun. Oh, can I speak? Pundle Trundle. But nice pillar from Trundle. That's what I was trying to say. And Amumu has to flash out. Almost got the kill. Still, though, objective bounties are up. So it's definitely not looking favorable for bad. But hey, never say never. Never know what can happen. I've seen bigger leads get dethroned. Next dragon coming up in a minute and 30, so should see both teams just kind of pushing the waves until then. Seraphine not going to get caught out there. First time chatter. What up, light core? And this will be sole point for this side of KDA if they do pick it up here in a minute. And that's a Hextech dragon, which is always nice. Gotta love the gates. And Lysandra gonna come out here and try to 1v1. Honestly, if I feel like if you're gonna 1v1 anyone as Garen, I feel like that's the champ. I honestly might have went for it if I was him. Now clearly you might not know who's around you, but if he had any inkling that it was just him, then I honestly would have went for it. And Malphite might gonna have to, yeah, he's gonna have to ult over. Man, Elias has used his ult a lot of times to get out of things this game. That's probably like the 3rd or 4th time he's had to use it in that fashion. And you can see Trundle did smite, I believe, Malphite, so he won't have it for the first like 20 seconds when Dragon spawns. Aurelion Sol pushing down this bot turret, and it should go down. Yeah, it's gonna go down. So that's gonna be a nice pickup for them. That's gonna be a bounty too. Oh, nice stun. Some decent damage on Amumu. That doesn't quite do too much to him though. And here comes the dragon. I've had a lot of steals in the Bear League this year. Both dragons and barons, I feel. I feel like it's been much higher this season than in past. And Dragon is getting bursted down. Aurelion Sol ults in a nice, beautiful 3-man Seraphine ult into Aurelion that is just burning everyone. But does he have enough damage to do it? He kills one. He's still using his burn, but they just don't have enough damage. That was about as beautiful as a setup as you could get. It's a double kill so far, triple kill so far for Nectarisha. Is it going to be a triple or a quadra? It will not, but it'll be an ace. And a soul point for KDA. Very nicely done. Man, that was a beautiful engage too by Seraphine. Got a 3-man into like all of Ezreal's damage. But I mean, honestly, the Trundle doesn't really. I don't feel like if they had anything other than a Trundle here, maybe they could have won that team fight. But I just feel like the Trundle just doesn't do much for the comp, especially. You know, I know I'm like hating on the Trundle a lot, but you know, some picks do like you can just kind of see it. And they just don't do a whole lot. I feel like the bottom three of like kind of what I was saying in the draft, like they're all like, you know, okay, we want a team, you know, we want to like combo together, you know, play range and team fights, and then you got Trundle and Garen that just both want to go like ham, you know, balls to the wall. So there's going to be another kill on Trundle. With the jungler dead and Baron coming up right now. This is going to be a 20-minute Baron attempt. We got to get a little, isn't LCS's, like, Baron play, like, sponsored by, like, Red Bull or something? We got to get one from, like, Bud Light or something like that. We already got Miller's Light Game of the Week. Budweiser sponsors Big Keys to Victory. We get Bud Light in here. Or Dos Equis, or, I don't know. Maybe a local beer. And that is going to be Baron going down right at 20 minutes. And it is about a 9. I mean, it's just straight up a 9K gold lead right now. It's looking a little bit out of reach here for bad, unless something crazy happens. ATP. Wow, really wanted that wave. Con Artist did. TP just for the wave. No other reason to TP there. Maybe misclicked. I don't know. Some big CS leads go on now. 27 in the top lane and about a, what, 32 gold or CS lead in the bot. And actually Aurelion's winning at mid lane, so that's good. And then it's pretty close in the jungle. I mean, that's like 2 or 3 camps. So, I mean, it is a good, you know, it's a CS lead clearly, but not anything out of this world. Individual gold wise, and we got like a 2.3k gold lead in the jungle for KDA, a 2.6k gold lead in the top, and here comes an ult. They do hit Seraphine with it. They're just gonna one-shot. Very nicely done by Ezreal to get out of it. The Mumu tower diving now does have ult if he wants to use it, and he's actually stuck behind enemy lines. A big Aurelion Soul. Mumu is going to get a 3-man ult. Very nicely done. Tark ult's gonna come down. Only hit. Oh no, it actually hits all 5, and that is gonna be beautifully used as they will execute a tower dive, but Tarek is taking quite a bit of damage, and Alessandra flashes forward and picks up the Aurelion Soul, and it actually goes in again. What is Alessandra doing? And it instantly dies. It does not have GA. I'm sorry, not GA, Zanya's, and gets punished for that. A huge shutdown for Ezreal, 550 gold. Well, I guess, you know, plus the 300, so 850. And another nice barrel, though, and another nice Seraphine ult as well. Some of these Seraphine ults in these not barrel, pillar have been really nice, but actually Elise is going to take down Funky Goob before he goes down. Yeah, I will say though, Little Ducky's pillars have been really nice this game. And now that's out to a 10k gold lead though, even despite them getting, you know, picking up a couple kills there for bad. Dropping the Dropping the turret made them go down 10k, so. And a flash comes out of Seraphine just to avoid any potential danger there. All right. Well, here comes the soul here, so we'll see what happens in this fight. And a flash comes in, and that is a dead Seraphine, and Ezreal is next to fall most likely. A beautiful bandage in the back line. I don't know if the Amumu ult hit anyone. It didn't look like it did, but Bane's going to flash over the wall, finish off the Aurelion Soul while they take out the Trundle, and that will probably be the game. They should be able to just walk down mid and go ahead and finish it off. A very, very, very dominant game one for KDA. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to tab out. Still got 20 seconds on the next... Oh, actually, they have 7 seconds on Ezreal and Garen. They might not be able to end it. Nice try, but Seraphine ult just doesn't do enough. As long as they focus, they should be able to end it. I don't see them being able to lose a fight here. Yeah, Garen's going to go down. Seraphine's going to go down next. And this might just be another ace, honestly. Aurelion Soul is back up. And actually, they shut down the Vayne. That's huge. That's like all their damage. That's a double kill now for Funky Goob. And Funky Goob now gets... Oh, my goodness. Just gets one shot by Lissandra. Oh, the Malphite ult barely misses, but a nice Lissandra ult is going to finish off Parzival, and they're going to kill the last Mender just for good measure, and it's a double kill for Con Artist and just an absolutely dominant game from KDA. Like, not even close. 3K gold lead at 10 minutes, then it was like 7K at like 15. Like, I mean, that they took their small advantages and just absolutely destroyed. Very nicely done. Very, very nicely done. All right, so let's move on to game 2 now. Gotta get the link here really quick. Let's see. We'll go download, and then I'm gonna move it to intro. And I'll move this over here just so you guys don't get any spoilers. I'm not gonna look either, so I don't get any spoilers. If you guys don't want spoilers and you're ever watch partying, just press U as soon as you get in. It'll hide the time card. So, pro tip right there if you don't know. Also, I have a guide on how to cast if anyone is interested in casting, just doesn't know how. I put everything that you would ever need on there. So if you're ever interested in casting, that is the place to go. And you can just ask me and I'll send you the whole link. I also have a video guide too if you prefer video over Word, or like an actual written out document. So either way, however you work best, I have both versions. Well, let's get into it. Let me tab out here. Let's see. Go down to watch party. KDA. There you go. Game 2. Boom, boom. Switch over here. Switch the names around. Also, oh, excuse me. I need some water. Also, it's very easy to use. If you haven't used it before and you're like seeing me switch all this stuff, it's all labeled out. It's so easy to use. You just double click everything. You can just quickly change out things. It's really, really easy. Wait, what? Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right, so as I say that, I'm getting confused. All right, so here is the draft. They're gonna ban out Silas, Set, and Scion again, and which is the exact same as they did the first game, so nothing's going to change there. And then it will be a Aurelion Soul, so they're going to switch out that, and then a Caitlyn and Morgana, and they are going to lose 2 bans this time, it looks like, in the second phase, but we'll get there. So they are going... They didn't... Wait. Oh, wait, they changed up their bans quite a bit. I think both teams did. Let's compare them. This is game 1. So Bad switched up the Victor for the Aurelion Soul. And then on the right side, they switched up the Lulu for the Set. I see it. Okay. And then they picked the Lulu this game with their first pick. So they must find a lot of prio on Lulu. They banned it last game, and they now are going to first pick it. And then on the right side, they're going to pick up Aphelios and Swain. Swain could go a couple places. We've seen him top, mid, and support, I feel. And ADC, for that fact. Mainly mid as of late. But you never know. And then on the left side, Jarvan and Jinx will be picked up. Jinx starting to come back into the meta, and Jarvan just always at least a decent jungler at ganking. So we'll see. And then a Nasus. Oh, I guess bans. Malphite and Pantheon are going to be banned by KDA, and then no bans by Bad. I'm not sure why they lost 2 this game. Maybe they were supposed to lose 2 the game before. I don't know. And then Nasus is going to be picked up. We've seen a couple Nasus. Saw Nasus jungle. Seen a handful of Nasus top lanes from my team. And I think some other teams have been playing some Nasus top. So, good amount of Nasus, surprisingly. And maybe even Nasus support. Have we seen Nasus support yet or no? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think Nasus support has been played yet. So Victor is going to be picked up, and which makes it to the second phase this time, even though it got banned first phase last time by Bad, because, they didn't have any bans, so I'm sure they would have banned it. But Victor and Mordekaiser is going to be picked up. Quite a bit of AP coming from the solo lanes. And that will finish it off with Zoe. Very interesting. We have seen some Zoe before. Actually, we definitely have seen a couple games of Zoe this season. Interesting. So KDA kind of running it back with a similar, hey, we have a carry, we're gonna play around the carry. This time having 2 carries though, AP and AD carry. And then got some supporting cast with Jarvan and Lulu, and then a kind of a split pusher. You can team fight clearly as well too, with the Mordekaiser. Then on the other side, you got Aphelios, which Jubilee is saying, is this first this season? Honestly, I think it might be. I watch every game, and I don't remember there ever being an Aphelios. So I'm going to say yes, but there might have been 1 or 2. I'm going to be honest. I think this is the first one, but I wouldn't be shocked if there had been 1 or 2 that had been played before. But yeah, so, team comp-wise, Bad yet again has that team comp where they got a couple things going on. Swain's counter engage. Mumu can be counter engaged. Same thing with a Swain. Well, I guess they're a little bit more focused this time. They're kind of but I don't know. Zoe doesn't really fit in, I would say. But other than that, I feel like it's a little bit more a little more well rounded this time around. But I'm just gonna go KDA again, just because. When you win a game that hard, you already have momentum going to the second game. Come on. Even if the team isn't tilted, even if the enemy team isn't tilted, you're feeling good. So it's not even oh, they're tilted, we're going to win because of it. It's more of hey, our team is actually just really in the groove right now. We're in the rhythm. So that's what I'm feeling. So let's go see what happens. Let's open it up. Boom, boom. Switch over. I don't have the records on, my bad. So, but, whatever. What can you do? All right, let's zoom out. Oh, okay, let's zoom in maybe. That was too far, huh? All right, that looks good. Maybe couple more in. There you go. All right, so let's see if we get some level 1 action here. We didn't get any last game. Sarah was supposed to be locked in at support, just FYI. Oh, I guess they roll swapped. Oh, they actually, a couple of them roll swapped. Oh, a ton of them roll swapped, actually. Funky Goob, their ADC is... Uh-oh. And this is what the chat was about. Funky Goob is going to get taken down, level 1. And some argument coming back and forth here in the all chat, which you like to see, honestly. You like to see everyone speak their word. Hey, might draw some more attention Even when Jarvan's starting bot side here, KDA is going to not leash him, which I think is fine. You don't need to leash your jungler. But yeah, anyways, what I was saying about the swaps here. So Little Ducky, their jungler, is playing support this time. Their mid laner in Parzival is playing ADC. And their ADC is playing jungle. And then their sub support is playing mid. So everyone except for Cookie changed roles. So a lot of changing here. And a flash came out from Mordekaiser, level 1, to secure that kill. And looks like some early action going down here. They did ping somehow. Oh? Oh, a nice heal, and he's going to be out. Oh, no! Ugh, that flash is so tempting, but it always happens that way. You just never know where he went. It's like you can't instantly right-click him, so it's just so hard to do that. Good attempt, though, but that's going to put Jarvan really far behind. Or, you know, pretty far behind. It's going to be at least a whole camp behind, if not like 2, by the time he's done with this. But yeah, I like the attempt, though. Always like to see some spicy stuff. He took the red and just instantly went over there. Be interesting to see how this Mordekaiser Nasus lane goes. I feel like it's pretty Mordekaiser favored, but I could be wrong about that. I feel like late game Nasus just wins in the, you know, once he gets in the realm, but pretty much the, you know, early game, mid game, even the beginning of late game, I feel like Mordekaiser are going to destroy him. And Zoe will be ganked, but he will not get stunned by Victor, so he will go ahead and flash out and get out of there. Some damage, some big time trades. A flash coming out from Rowdy Fan. Big time trades coming in the bot side, and Jarvan is still right on Nunu. Let's go see what's happening here. They both know. Jarvan knows because he has a ward, and actually they both had a ward on each other in a sense. And Jarvan actually might, yeah, he's going to get hit by the snowball, but it's not going to do much. Zoe gets a huge damage on the Victor with a massive Q plus a Ignite. Lulu getting really low as well. Man, there's just a lot of scrapping back and forth between the two teams. And barely gets out there. If that would have landed, that might have been a kill. Might have needed one more auto attack on that. Either way. And KDA has went up to an early 1K gold lead again. And yet again, not because of... actually, this time it might be because he gets a farm, because Nasus is currently almost tripled in farm. Top lane. But either way, I mean, they do have the kill there too, so that's always going to give you a little bit more gold. Oh, barely misses it. Oh man, the Nasus is getting really low. One more Q, a flash Q, but he doesn't have flash. Oh man, Nasus is just staying around, testing. Mr. Cookie's the limit tester. It's always interesting to see new teams come in. We've had a lot of new teams, just like brand new 5-stack teams come in the past. And we've seen kind of two different, you know, versions of it. And you know, we've seen like ice igloos. Ice igloos, is that what their name was? Something igloos. They came in fresh 5 members, I believe. All 5 of them were new, or at least the majority of them, if not all 5. And wait, before we say that, a flash from both Jinx and Swain. Ignite is ticking down on Swain, and it will not take him out. He lives with probably like 10 HP. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, you see a lot of new teams come in. Some do good, some don't. It just really depends. Like, oh, okay, and here comes a gank from Nunu. A flash from a Aphelios, and that's going to be first blood for Parzival on the Aphelios. Very nicely done. There are no more summoners in bot lane as of now. But yeah, anyways, like COG last season, you know, they come in, they first time. All of them, none of them have played before in the season, or in the league. They do good. Even like, you're looking back at like, I had a team at one point that we'd never played in the beer league. Season 2, all 5 of us were new. Now it's more common for you to be new back then, just because we'd only played one season, so returning members were select few. Unlike 6 seasons into the beer league, now you can have someone come back from season 1 and they're a returning member, not a new. But yeah, we've seen quite a bit of new teams over the years. I think at least maybe one team every year is a brand new 5-stack. I think maybe season 3 we didn't have a new team, like a brand new 5-stack team, but I'm pretty sure season 4 it was IGG, then season 5 was COG, and then now season 6 is Bad. Not literally, but that's their name. $1K gold lead still for KDA, pretty steadily staying there. New and Jarvan are on different sides of the map, and bot lane Yogan does not have any sums. And here comes a gank, and they are both going to die here, if I had to guess. At least one. Let's see. They're going to let the Swain live, actually. They're just going to focus him down. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, no, Swain's dead. Very nicely done. That's a double kill for Nectarish, and Victor's just going to TP right back, and that is a very successful gank. Meanwhile, on the top side, Mordekaiser is going to ult, and Nasus going to flash on him. Nasus has Ghost, but the ball will not hit because it's in the realm. And Mordekaiser picks up the Nasus, and with the level 5 Nunu versus level 8 Mordekaiser, he'll be completely fine, and he'll walk out of there. And on the bot side of the map, KDA is going to pick up the dragon off the death timers of Bad's bot lane. Man, KDA just making it look easy here. Both games just off to such a big early game advantage. And there, Bad's got to be warded up in the river, like deep in the river. I mean, you just got to be expecting that. I mean, you have no sums. The enemy team knows that. You can't be walking up all the way up there with practically no vision. And here they are again. Oh, beautiful knockup, beautiful Jarvan ult. He only gets one in there, but he actually sticks the Swain in between his ult and the wall, and it is going to be another 2 kills for the side of KDA. And it is just not going Bad's way here. Already got some items coming out here. We got Rylai's for the Mordekaiser. And actually, no, Jarvan. I thought he was going to get a full mythic, but he didn't. And wow, Mordekaiser damage just doing a ton with the Rylai's. And Nasus is going to pop ult. Mordekaiser doesn't have ult, though, so he could lose this, actually. Oh, never mind. It's too much, the shield. Man, Mordekaiser is a fun champion to play against. Holy. That is cool. And a 3-0 Mordekaiser now with the first blood and then 2 solo kills now. And it is starting to get out of hand top lane. Elias has had a really good season, though. Not playing top lane. I don't think ever in the beer league before this. I feel like he was playing jungle 2 seasons in a row. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like we haven't seen him top lane. If we have, we haven't seen him there much. So it's been cool to see him play top lane back in his role, and he's showing it. ADC first season, yeah, that's what I thought. ADC, then jungle, then now he's top side. It's your 3rd season, right? Got the whole beer league memorized, hopefully. Uh-oh. And oh man, taken down. Rowdy fan. Can't get out of that one. That is where Nunu is very good. Ah, gotcha. Oh, so you've been playing for 4 seasons, but you took a break, didn't you, on one of the seasons? So really you've been playing for 3. Played season 3, season 4, then took a break. And then now you're back. And Felios and Swain are going to pick up 1 tower plate here. Let's see what the gold's looking like bot lane. It's pretty even, only 200 gold for the side of Jinx, only ahead. About 500 though total in the lane. Nace is trying to get some farm, but he is going... Oh, nice flash, actually. Dodges both the Jarvan ult and the Mordekaiser pull at once. And Mordekaiser might be tower diving here. Jarvan's still up here. Yeah, Nace is low. He's going to get tower dove. And he's probably going to go down here. He does pop the ult, but it is only going to be temporary as he is going to go down. Very nicely done. And Nunu is back in the bot lane, but Spectator does want to show us that Nunu Jinx did get hit. But nothing's going to come out of it. Spectator already knows when things are going to happen, though. Spectator truly doesn't have the 3-minute delay. It knows if the person's going to die or not, so it'll just be like, yeah, I already know what's going to happen here, so you don't need to watch that, even though we don't, but which is kind of annoying, but... And Nunu's going to fight Jarvan here. They do pull back the Jarvan, and this could be a nice shutdown. And it is a kill for Nectarish, and Jarvan is still alive, and it's a double kill for Nectarish. This could be a quadra potentially if you can chain it together. No, won't chain it together. And Aphelios could actually be on the board here. It's going to be close. Gets the shutdown, huge shutdown. Gets a double kill. And it's an ace though, wow. As Elias picked up a solo kill topside, which is his 3rd of the game. But you know, ace across the board, and oh man, it is another 7k gold lead, only 13 minutes in. This has got to be one of the most dominant performances all season. I mean, like, this is not even like funny. Like, it's just both games have just kind of, you know, KDA has taken the early game lead and just have done really well at snowballing it both games. Very solid. I mean, 7k is a ton of money at just 13, 14 minutes. I feel like for bad, like, you know, I think they do have some great, you know, individual players. I've seen, you know, all of them make some pretty good plays. Especially the first week, they looked, I think it was the first week, they just looked, you know, they looked good. Little Ducky was kind of everywhere. Parzival was doing his job. Funky Goob and Elixies were holding down the fort bot. And then, you know, Mr. Cookie was kind of popping off, I think, in the first week, maybe, if I remember right. I think he was playing Scion. But ever since then, they had just really have been, I don't know, it feels like they've just kind of deflated almost. And here comes a 1v1 topside. Let's see who wins this. You'd assume it's going to be a Mordekaiser, but you never know. Nasus is doing quite a bit of damage, but he is going to lose this 1v1. And that is Elias's 4th 1v1 of the game. Having a pretty nice game, if you might say. 4 1v1s, you know, it's whatever. Or one-on-one kills, solo kills, I guess is the best way I should be saying that. And a nice pull, though, on Jinx. And a heal does come out. Jinx doesn't quite have his flash up, so he's going to go down. A nice shutdown for Aphelios. And Aphelios is actually pretty strong now, picking up 3 shutdowns in a row. Jarvan does have ult. He will use it. And now Nunu is going to the grave as he could not get out. But Aphelios is actually pretty big. She might have the same amount of gold as, yeah, she is actually leading over Jinx. I'll show it again because I did it really quick. But she does have a 200 gold lead over, but, you know, everyone else, 1.5k for Victor lead, a, what, 1.6k gold lead for Jarvan, just an absolute whopping 5k gold lead almost for it's 4.8 gold lead for 4.8k gold lead in the top lane, which is absolutely ridiculous. It might be the biggest individual lead, and there goes another solo kill. But he might be in trouble now. He's gonna be exhausted up. There are 4 members on him. He's gonna flash, gonna try to do some damage, and almost picks him up. But guess who is back in town and gets another shutdown? 4 shutdowns in a row. Aphelios is feeling juiced. That's 1,000 gold too. Just back, got an item, and he is already at 1,500 more gold in his bank. And oh, it goes right through the chompers. This is gonna be another kill, maybe. No, maybe not. Jarvan gets there in time, and oh man, Jinx is putting out a lot of damage, but Swain is putting out even more, and Aphelios is doing a ton of damage too. Can they chase him down? Barely doesn't get the Jarvan, but it's a double kill for Aphelios, and Aphelios is 8-3 now, and up a whopping 1.6k gold out of nowhere, it seems. And Zoe setting up a kill here. Will they be able to knock him down? A flash comes out from Mr. Cookie, and that should be a kill. And Zoe over chases, though. Does get the shutdown for himself, but dies for really no reason. Should have probably just given that one to the Nasus. But wow, some good plays. Didn't come back really at all in the game. They're still down about, almost 8k, or 7.5k. But yeah, the Aphelios is freaking massive. That is 5 shutdowns right in a row, I believe she got. Was that? No, it was 4 right in a row, and then she got a double kill. So 4 shutdowns in a row and then a double kill. But yeah, that's a lot of money. She just picked up a whole entire Gale Force on that back. So the Aphelios is pretty scary. And Mordekaiser are just kind of running through the jungle. Swain is going to be behind him here in a second, so we'll see. And Elias might be overstaying his welcome. He is in the ult right now, so he'll probably take out the Nunu, but he is probably going to die again, which 1-for-1 for a 7-0 Mordekaiser is just not worth it. And he's died twice now, back-to-back, only taking 1-for-1. Just, it's not worth it, especially when your team's not getting anything. I mean, they're going to get Rift Herald, but they would get that regardless. It's not like they got it because of you. I mean, you have a 8k gold lead. And some nice damage coming out from Aphelios, but Jinx is doing a ton of damage. And oh my goodness, what are the crits? Oh man, this Jinx is just doing so much damage, and a double kill already. Man, Nectarish is just putting out the damage for only 1 item. That is crazy. No wonder people are playing Jinx again. That is wild. Here comes a snowball, gonna knock up the Jinx, but Jinx gets blue ulted, and that is going to be another kill for Jinx, and that is going to be an inhib for KDA here as they push in Rift Herald and look to pick a pre-20 inhib. And actually, they might just be looking to take a Nexus turret here. 2 down still. Let's see if what they try to do here. Jarvan walks up, tries to take it, and oh man. It's 1 hit, and they might walk back up for it. If they walk back up, though, they might die for it. Oh, man, he's walking up for the kill, too. Jinx might have overstayed for sure. Jinx is definitely going to go down here. There is no way out of there. Let's see how many people they get, though. We're going to go A. We're going to zoom out here. Lulu might be next, 1 HP. Mordekaiser does ult Nasus, and both of the other members do get out. Very low HP bars. And Mordekaiser actually doesn't even kill Nasus in the ult anymore. That's pretty concerning. And Mordekaiser now getting peeled away from Aphelios, but Aphelios doesn't quite have the damage to finish him off as Swain falls on the other side of the fight. And Zoe getting very low as well. Nunu looking to re-engage on the 0 mana Victor, but that will be pretty much the whole fight there. Either way, now KDA up 10k gold 20 minutes in for the 2nd game in a row. I think they were up 10k gold at 17 minutes last game, so I think that was the stat. And Mordekaiser might get caught out here. Doesn't have ult, so if he does get hit by this, he might just die. And he does get hit by it, but nope, not quite enough CC. But they're just starting a Baron. And they do not know this is going on. We see their vision. They don't see anything. No one's pinging it. Nothing. I think I maybe saw a ping earlier, but I don't know if that was on Baron or not. So I don't want to discount them for not knowing, but it definitely does not seem like they know, or else they probably would contest that. Oh man, the damage from Zoe. What the heck is that? 2 kills Zoe, just almost one shot, a 4-1 and 11 Victor. And they're going to collapse on the TP, but Mordekaiser does have ult now and will ult and flash onto the Aphelios, and Aphelios just has no shot at winning that one. And Aphelios goes down, and that is going to be a wrap. Oh, nice triple knockup that was, at least double for Jarvan, and this might just be game, actually. Double kill for Con Artist, double kill for Elias, a flash out for Sarah. And with Baron and only one Nexus turret, this is probably going to be a wrap. Another extremely quick game from KDA, and I've watched every series this season, and I must say this is the most dominant series I've seen all season. Yeah, this was just a complete wipe. But good job on KDA. Just taking an early game. I mean, like, it wasn't anything flashy, too. Like, none of these were like, dang, like, they just completely, like, made a great play. Like, they were making great plays, just, like, but small ones. Like, it was nothing flashy. It was just small victories, early game turning into, you know, huge snowballs late game. So, yeah, I mean, just very, very well done by the side of KDA. They're looking good. And next week, let's go see. Let's go see. Where's the schedule? Oh, I'm sorry, not the schedule. The draft. So, yeah, if you guys haven't voted for Series of the Week, I'm going to put the link into the chat if you guys want to. Feel free. But right now, let's see who's leading. I haven't voted yet myself. But I'm going to assume, yeah, KDA versus MDC is in leading. There hasn't been too many votes yet, though. But that's going to be the potentially the game of the week this week, which has already begun. So, you know, the votes are kind of a little late because some games have already been played. But MDC, that game is... Oh, that game already got played, actually. I'm trolling. Huh. Well, there you go. All right, the game of the week already got played. Didn't even realize that. So what games do we have left? So we got 1 played, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got 2 games both at around 8. So one at 8:15 and one at 8:30 on this Sunday. And that will wrap it up. That'll be 1 versus LB, and then TT versus Bad. And that'll be pretty much it for that week. But yeah, so be on the lookout. Running It Down should come down here or come out here in the next couple of minutes. Just got to finish it up really quick based off of this game, and then make some edits there, and then we should be able to release it. So look out for that. But for me, that will be it, and we will see you again potentially Sunday night, as long as we can get someone streaming it. But, you know, other than that, I hope everyone has a blessed night, and just, enjoy life, because it's just a pleasure to be in it. So peace out, everyone.